I certainly will not be choosing people to date that work under me. Let me just say that. We are at a place in society where things happen in people's relationships, husband and wife. Sometimes there are outside relationships. I don't think that that's what the community is concerned about, although there might be a moral breaking in that. I think that what citizens are really, really concerned about is if you chose to have inappropriate contact with employees. I mean, there's nothing that I can say on it other than it is distracting. It is certainly inappropriate for the number one law enforcement officer in the state. And it really, really saddens me. And it will be very unfortunate if the taxpayers of this community have to pay for any of those lawsuits.
Later.
I had an imperfect child. I'm a little confused. I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do. Paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attacked one. Oh Lord, they gonna be mad when I call them out on this nonsense. First thing they say, oh, she gonna play the race card now. But no, God, isn't it them who's playing the race card when they only question one?
Meanwhile,
public records obtained from Fulton County show the amount each were paid differed substantially. Records indicate the DA's office paid Special Prosecutor John Floyd's law firm, Bondurant, Mixon, and Elmore, close to $73,000 between 2022 and 2023. Special Prosecutor Anna Cross's law firms, Cross Kincaid and the Cross Firm, were paid a total of roughly $90,000 during the same years. Over the same time period, Fulton County records show the DA's office paid the law offices of Nathan J. Wade more than $650,000.
gotcha!
What is good, YouTube family? It's your boy Shaw with the Black Anomaly Rise Channel. So we gotta talk about Fani Willis today. I'm struggling not to laugh my way through this because she has been embroiled in so much controversy lately. It is so many receipts, it just makes her look so guilty. For anybody who doesn't know, she has been embroiled in this controversy because she is Donald Trump's, she's the district attorney over the Donald Trump indictments out of Georgia, the major ones that he basically cannot get out of unless he is found to be innocent or something, okay? So she's embroiled in controversy because she has been accused of having an affair with Nathan Wade, which is one of her prosecutors that she's using to prosecute in the Trump case, right? The one who a lot of people are saying is inexperienced as a prosecutor. Now, she has 2 other prosecutors, so with a total of 3. But as you saw at the intro of this video, he's the only one that's getting paid $650,000. In addition, he's the only one who is a black male, and she made an attempt over here to just gaslight everyone, including a bunch of innocent churchgoers, into saying, well, they're all getting paid the same hourly rate, but at the same time, not disclosing that he's the only one that's getting the majority of the hours, whereas like these other folks are getting only around $100,000, less than $100,000. He's already like over 3 times the amount that these other 2 have gotten. And she's over here trying to tell the people at the church that it's because, they're just picking on the black man and they just have issues with the black people being selected. It's just totally ridiculous. Take a look.
We turn now to the news tonight involving the DA in the Georgia case against Donald Trump and 18 co-defendants. The judge in the case now scheduling a hearing over the DA's alleged misconduct. Tonight, hear what she's accused of and what she has said so far. Here's Pierre Thomas.
Tonight, a Georgia judge ordering Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis to answer allegations she is improperly engaged in a personal romantic relationship with one of the special prosecutors she hired to help her try the sprawling election interference case against former President Donald Trump and his 18 co-defendants. The accusations against Willis came in the filing by one of those co-defendants, former Trump campaign aide Mike Roman. Without providing evidence, he claims Willis engaged in a secret relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, who her office has paid $650,000 to help try the case, and that Willis personally benefited because Wade allegedly used some of that money to take her on lavish vacations. Willis is yet to formally respond to the accusations, but speaking at a church service honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., she did say this.
Lord, never mind your flawed, imperfect servant has composed a team that wins, wins.
And she implied Wade is only coming under scrutiny because he is black. The other two special prosecutors she appointed are white.
I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do. Paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attacked one.
Willis did not confirm or deny a romantic relationship with Wade, but called him a great friend and a great lawyer.
All 3 of these special counselors are superstars. But I'm just asking God, is it that some will never see a black man as qualified, no matter his achievements?
The defense attorney who filed a complaint against Willis says the accusation has nothing to do with race. The judge has called on District Attorney Willis to respond by February 2nd, and a hearing has been set for February 15th.
So her trouble has not ended there. She has been also subpoenaed by Nathan Wade's wife. Yes, that's current wife because he is still married. And his wife is subpoenaed Fani Willis because she believes that they were having some sort of extramarital affair. And, you know, she basically wants to bring this information to light because she's been paying him all this money. And she claims that she's being left with pretty much nothing. And he's trying to hide the money that he has and all this stuff. So basically, it looks like she's doing it for money, right? And since Nathan Wade has this money that he's getting from Fani Willis, and it appears as though the money is being paid in some sort of corrupt way where he's turning right back around and paying it right back to Fani Willis, taking her on lavish trips and vacations to all these different places. His wife isn't having it. She's trying to take Fani Willis down. Fani Willis has the audacity, the unmitigated gall to try to say that, oh, well, the only reason this is happening is because his wife is she's just feeling some type of way to damage my reputation, and she wants to interfere with the Trump case. Like, what in the world, what sense does it make to try to interfere with the Trump case? We don't have any reason to believe that this woman, this a black woman, of course, is like some sort of Trump supporter that's trying to stop the Trump case. That doesn't make any sense, but that's what she's claiming. And I like the fact that the freaking wife was not having it. She said, okay, Fanny Pack, I got something for you. I got receipts. She comes through with the bank statements, just making Fani Willis look foolish. It's like as the further this goes, the more foolish and the more caught up and ridiculous Fani Willis looks. Take a look.
There is now a full-on battle between Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and the wife of Willis's top prosecutor in the Georgia election case against Trump. The back and forth in the divorce proceedings is threatening to shake up the case.
The black man I chose has been a judge more than 10 years.
Fani Willis is facing allegations she had an affair with Nathan Wade, something she has not addressed. Instead, she has defended naming him as special prosecutor in November 2021, one day after he filed for divorce from his wife.
Is it that some will never see a black man as qualified, no matter his achievements?
Now there is a swirl of tension to try to get to the bottom of this alleged affair. New court filings from Wade's wife show Nathan Wade bought tickets for Willis to accompany him on at least 2 out-of-state trips. Copies of credit card statements show Wade purchased airline tickets for himself and Willis, including for trips to Miami in October 2022 and San Francisco in April 2023. Jocelyn Wade saying in the filing that her attorneys want to depose Willis in the divorce proceedings to determine details surrounding her romantic affair with Nathan Wade, as there appears to be no reasonable explanation for their travels apart from a romantic relationship. Willis is trying to stop the questioning, saying it's being used to harass and damage her professional reputation and is obstructing and interfering with an ongoing criminal prosecution. This exploded in the public eye earlier this month when one of the defendants in the Georgia election subversion case, Mike Roman, a former Trump campaign official, moved to disqualify Willis, alleging she had an improper relationship with Wade. Roman alleges Wade was paid more than others in Willis's office and used money he billed for his work, so far adding up to more than $650,000, to take Willis on romantic and lavish vacations. Roman has not provided any public proof for the accusations, but Trump's lawyer says this is another reason the case should be tossed.
This case is tainted from the start. Never mind all the other things that we're seeing come out that show absolute corruption. It's all planned. It's election interference.
The judge overseeing the Georgia election case has now set a February 15th hearing to consider whether Willis and Wade should be disqualified from the case. Willis has defended her prosecution team and said they have all been paid the same.
I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do. Paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attacked one.
And the fallout from all of this is escalating tonight. That Fulton County commissioner sending that letter to Fani Willis, Aaron, saying he is launching that inquiry into those allegations that she misused county funds. He says there's all this question about whether the money that her office paid Nathan Wade was then used for Willis's own gain, mentioning those trips that the two allegedly took together. And the commissioner right now is demanding that Willis hand over various contracts, invoices, and payments. You know, Aaron, our team has reached out to Fani Willis for comment, but we haven't heard back.
You know what they say, hell hath no fury. Like a woman scorned, and Nathan Wade's wife is not having none of this nonsense from Fani Willis. So I want to take a quick look with y'all at these statements, because it's funny, it's hilarious. You can actually see both Nathan and Fani Willis's name on a bank document, which it's like you're caught red-handed, Fani. It's over for you. Okay, it's over. But let's take a look together.
Friday, a new court filing revealed Wade's bank statements showing you
Look, okay, Nathan Wade. It's got Nathan J. Wade, $817. Same thing for here. What do you have here? Fani Ty Willis, Delta Air. You're in trouble now, Fani. Look, and then look at the 1,800 flowers. Really, Nathan? Yo, Fani must have that wow. Shout out to Cardi B. She must have the good. Man, that thing must be juicy. I could never really get a good look at her, but apparently Nathan's got a real good. He done seen up close and personal. Anyway, this is crazy. It's so good. He just can't stop taking her on vacations, buying flowers, you name it. And look, before he thinks to try to deny this, you better think twice, Nathan. Okay, you better think twice, because if you try to deny this and Fani Willis starts to think that you buying flowers to somebody else, ooh! Oh man, you think it's hell dealing with one scorned woman being your wife? Man, imagine what you got 2 scorned women. You really gonna be done with after that, especially one of them's a district attorney. Nah, you don't want to scorn Fani Willis, Nathan. Just go ahead and admit that this was for her. Don't try to pretend and try to make something up, because if you tick off Fani Willis and your wife, you already in the hot seat. At least you got an attorney to try to like low key defend you from your scorned wife. But you got 2 people with two attorneys. One person hired an attorney, another person is an attorney coming after you. You don't want to mess this up, Nathan. Just go ahead and be like, look, Fani, I love you. It's all about you now. I want to get remarried. It's all about you, Fani. I mean, of course, this whole situation is going to fall apart because now, I mean, you know, they're probably on this big old Trump high. Like, yes, we're effing over Trump. And it's probably the craziest, most insane bedroom action ever. Probably like 3 times a day, at least. Like, yes, we're getting Trump. Their ego is probably totally out of control. And it's probably feeding into all kinds of endorphins and hormones, making it the most radical bedroom action ever. However, it's all falling apart. The walls are closing in. You literally got the receipts on the screen. And this is just the beginning. Their divorce records, some of them are sealed. So we can't even see them yet. But I best believe there's stuff coming out every day. They got like hearings and stuff coming up. Oh, you best believe I'm covering that. You best believe it. But let me let this man finish what he was going to say.
He revealed Wade's bank statements showing he purchased airline tickets for the 2 to Napa Valley last April and tickets for a Norwegian cruise in November. It's the first real evidence since allegations of an improper relationship surfaced.
A cruise. And then what is this? It says Hyatt Regency Aruba. Who you going with, Nathan? Because I'm sure Fani Willis, she has not denied the allegations at all in terms of having an inappropriate relationship. So you better say it was Fani Willis. I'm telling you, otherwise it's over for you too. It's already probably over for you, but it's gonna be even more over. Okay, but look, not everybody agrees that the Trump case is gonna get thrown out. In my opinion, it definitely should at this point because there's just too much. There's too much going on. I feel like Fani Willis is the one who raised the case to begin with, so the case should probably get thrown out because she's the one who raised the case and she's demonstrated unethical activity since the beginning of the case. Some people don't agree, though. Take a look.
Now, as for what this could mean for the overarching election interference case here, it's important to point out that even if DA Fani Willis is disqualified, of course, if she's disqualified, her office is disqualified, but that does not automatically mean these charges go away. It simply means that it shifts over to a different DA, a different jurisdiction in a neighboring county somewhere, and they would then move forward in prosecuting the charges. So it's not certainly a magic bullet. If she is, and that's a big if she is disqualified, doesn't mean the charges automatically go away. But what it does is that it certainly draws a lot of scrutiny to a case that is already getting a lot of criticism, a lot of attention, including from the former president himself. He has been talking about this, saying that this discredits the whole thing. He posted on Truth Social, his social media platform, not too long ago, calling Willis and Wade, quote unquote, the lovers, saying they knew that I did nothing wrong. The hoax has to be totally and completely dismissed, and the quote-unquote lovebirds should face appropriate consequences. So certainly opening the entire thing up to criticism for those who were already looking not favorably upon these charges in the first place. Hallie.
Apparently this could go over to another county. We don't really know what's going to happen, but one thing we do know is if she's removed from it due to unethical activity, the appearance of impropriety, then it's going to lead to her office closing, and this would effectively make a couple people maybe out of a job. Now, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they'll probably be fine anyway. The person who's really going to suffer the most is going to be Fani Willis with all this reputational damage and unelectability as district attorney again. Then again, you never know. I don't know how many people really are going to be out here voting for the district attorney, but I mean, Fani Willis is black. You know, a lot of people might just be like, they're trying to just take the black woman down. I don't really know what they're going to say. We'll have to see what the evidence, what really comes out in the end, and then we'll see how people react to it in the end. But obviously, this person has been proven unethical. This person is not trustworthy. Like, in my opinion, this whole case needs to get thrown out because, again, she's been proven to be paying him this exorbitant amount of money. And then he turns around, Uno reverses, and then pays her, or pays for trips and flowers and cruises and all of this stuff. How can you possibly say that she's impartial? It looks to me like she's been a crook from the beginning. She tried to put all of this energy and scrutiny and got Trump taking freaking mugshot photos, even though everybody knows what Trump looks like already. And you didn't even have to take a mugshot photo. It's not a requirement. It's just so you know what the purple looks like. It's not like everybody didn't know what Trump looked like already. There's a million pictures of him online, like everywhere. But no, she had to be petty, right? And now the fire's getting lit up under her, and now she can't take the heat. Now she's trying to demean his wife. Like, don't forget, you're nobody's wife right now. She is, okay? She made it to that step. You still on the courting step. You've been putting in a lot of effort to try to take a man down where all the evidence I've seen up to this point demonstrates that he's innocent. Meanwhile, it looks like you're guilty of your own crimes. Wouldn't it be a shame if they turned around and put you in prison when you were trying to imprison somebody else? The thought and sentiment behind that doesn't feel good, does it? You probably should have thought of that before you try to take on who is essentially still, even not being president, one of the most powerful men in America. Okay, a lot of power and influence, a lot of people are going to look after you, and not only him, she tried to take down all of these other people. Somebody's going to go digging through your life and your reputation and see if they can find any skeletons in your closet. And now that people have done that, now all of a sudden you want to try to play the victim and play the race card and all of this. Nah, Fani, it's too late. It's too late for all of that. You can't try to play the victim here when you're over here victimizing somebody else who, again, I believe is innocent. At minimum, it's over for Fani Willis. This prosecutor, I mean, don't nobody really care about him. I mean, I'm sure he'll still be able to get some smaller cases. But Fani Willis, with the type of reputation she has and her name, nobody's going to care about Nathan Wade's name. They're going to care about Fani Willis. And I can tell you right now, her career is over. And this is exactly what she deserves. Because, again, these charges are totally fraudulent. You should have never brought these ridiculous indictments up against President Trump or former President Trump. And now you're paying the price. And as things continue to come out, in my opinion, this is going to get much, much worse. I can't wait till more detail does come out so we go ahead and get this over with, get this clown the heck up out of office, and we can move on and make America great again. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. Freaking crooks. I'm out.